Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and this is the best of the live shows.
Not use the bathroom with it for this.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to laugh so loud. Yeah.
Just pretty.
That's cool. So is it a real weapon? I mean, is it sharp? Is it metal?
Yeah, it's metal. It's real. And this is a blade. It's not sharp at all. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, so
I mean, you can sharpen it, but
it's kind of a fantasy weapon. It's something that I would see in StarCraft. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Christopher, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
My name is Chris Firemender, or Firemender in pretty much every game I play. I have a YouTube channel where I occasionally post stuff if I'm not busy. Currently, right now, I'm making a Skyrim mod, but I don't know what to do with it since I was banned off the mod Nexus. And it wasn't really even my fault.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go into discussion with that.
Okay. Okay. And so, what is your question today?
Halo 2 and other Microsoft games that have a limited serial activation.
Like you can only activate it so many times, or
Yeah, and like Halo 2, take for instance, you can only redeem the serial 5 times, like re-download the game and stuff 5 times. It's because of this and the complete drop support that this game is completely dead. The multiplayer was amazing. I had it for a little time, but then the serial ran out and cannot get a new serial.
And what has kept you from advancing to like the latest Halo and stuff?
Just don't like Xbox that much. I'm a hardcore PC gamer. I own a Razer keyboard, Razer mouse, Razer everything.
Oh, and how do you type with that thing on your hand?
I don't. I just take it off.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, now I actually recently just encountered this, but with a Microsoft product, in fact. But it was not quite the same issue. It was that I've told you guys many times, I've mentioned it many times about how I was trying to do these live shows and stuff, and my computer kept crashing and all this problem, and I ended up reinstalling my OS a couple of times, and then I got my new computer built, and I went to put my OS on there again, and it said, "I'm sorry, you have no further activations." And I was like, crap. I don't want to spend another $100 on OS and everything, especially when Windows 8 was just about to come out and stuff.
Not really a fan of Windows 8.
Yeah, I have it here. Actually, I'm not gonna show it on camera. I did that once before and had to edit the video because I actually accidentally showed the serial on it.
Whoops.
Yeah. Good thing it wasn't a live show. So I ended up having to go through and call support to get another additional activation. Now, do they offer that for Halo?
No, Halo 1 and Halo 2 for PC they've completely dropped it. You can't call the support about it. And that's the reason why certain games are dying, is because of this serial issue. And it's just crap. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, letting a good game go to waste. And then with the issue of people running out and then all the additional calls asking for, new serials. That's my brother. Just ignore him. But just, I think it's inefficient managing the serials this way, because people are going to be calling in left and right, asking for new serials. And then when support is dropped, you got people 10 years later trying to get serials, trying to revive the game and everything, and it's just really sloppy. And then rebuying the serials because you've used your serial up for game whatever. It's just really horrible and inefficient.
Yeah, it's not very customer friendly. Yeah, Microsoft thinks like big business, unfortunately. I mean, it's probably because they are big business, but...
Well, I have a buddy at Microsoft.
Yeah, I know several people there as well. In fact, my brother worked there for quite a while. But I think that this is actually part of a bigger issue. and the bigger issue is the fact that what do we do with all of these games that because the serials, you have to go and do an authentication with that. What
Yeah.
happens when those authentication servers go away?
The game or program dies completely. The game that took X years to create is just dead.
And that's not really fair to
I know. To the
to
consumers.
all of us. I wonder what could be done by software publishers so that they can have this protection that they so desperately want, obviously, in the beginning. But maybe should it, after 5 years, should it just say, oh, you know what, we're at this date, it no longer requires a serial, or or that they keep some sort of legacy activation stuff and they just let everyone activate no matter what their serial is.
Or like sell the master keygen to a smaller company to keep the game alive or something like that, and like turn a small profit to the Microsoft or whatever.
Yeah, but see, the profit model in that would be that they would have to charge you a couple of bucks at least in order to redo that to cover the cost of operations.
Yeah.
And Microsoft cuts these things off because it's no longer making money for them. And which I understand that in business, but it screws the customer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's awful.
So, okay.
I mean,
well,
I have an original copy of Halo 1 sitting over there, and I still play it. The multiplayer is still alive. Like, these games, for the people who still, like, have the serials and everything's installed in their computer, those multiplayers are still alive and everything, and it's just awesome. But when you run out of the serial, the game, people just start dropping like flies because of them having to reinstall it and everything. And I have to go.
Okay, well, take care, Christopher.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you for your calling.
Okay.
Okay, so, okay, well, you know what? I think that this problem right here is a good candidate for solutions. I do know a lot of video game developers, and I do know that this is a problem that a lot of players talk about, and talk about being worried about it, and talk about the fact that this is something that's worried about, and it's something they're worrying about it because it's happening. And so if you've got ideas on how we can address this some way that we could really get a fix for this, something that would allow the game companies to have their profit, and when they get to the end of life on a game, so that the support for it doesn't drop totally. That's one thing that I've actually, so in the comments, give your ideas, do a video thing, or send them to me in YouTube and or on Skype, and maybe we'll talk about it on camera, especially if your idea is good and I think it'll work. Maybe we could even no-brainer your idea if it's really good and prove that it would work or not work. So that, in a similar vein to this is the fact that one of the games that I've always loved is Ultima Online. And, when EA ceases operations of the game, which they will, I imagine, someday, there's all those free shards out there, free servers, and which they built their own server side, and then they even built their own client and everything, and it's all modeled after the game, and it's just like the game, the same rule sets and everything. And, pretty amazing job that they've done on it. And that's going to help the game live forever. So that is a kind of solution that that is really great. Maybe you allow a fan site or company to create a solution to authorize those keys. You give them whatever the back-end software stuff is, and then they do it on their own, and then they can actually just tell everybody, well, just edit this file on your computer and have it redirect here, and we will authorize you. And, maybe that's the way it is. And maybe in your contract up at the beginning, say, support for this only lasts for 5 years or whatever. And make that very clear up front so that there's not any missed expectations on that. So, very good idea. Okay.
If you made it this far in the video, you may as well subscribe. That's what I want you to do. You obviously liked it well enough to watch it this far. So look at this. This is Frostmourne. This is a Runes of Magic sword. This Runes of Magic sword is one that we're giving away as second prize to one of you subscribers just for being subscribed. That's all you have to do. Subscribe and accept our messages or watch our videos where we draw for prizes. So this one is it's a really nice sword. It's signed by some of the American staff for Runes of Magic. And then there's the big boy here. I got it on my shoulder because it's so darn heavy. You know, the sucker is 16 pounds. Look at this. So it's a two-handed sword here, man. This is a beautiful sword. And we're giving this away when we hit 42,500 subscribers. It could be you. So, just subscribe. That's all you have to do. We'll do videos selecting the winners, and we'll send you a message in YouTube as long as you accept it. Just make sure you accept messages from us. To do that, put us on your contact list. And you just add Marky Dragon to your contact list, and then you'll be able to get messages from us, and you'll have 30 days to get back to us when we send you a message. Or if we can't message you, you'll just be on video, and you just gotta watch the video and then contact us. So anyway, if you made it this far, you really should subscribe, and I would appreciate it. So anyway, that's all.